Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you very much for tuning in today. New and returning, I greatly appreciate your presence. And welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for today. Today, the featured sign is that of Gemini. For those that are new, I have a format where I pick for 2 sun signs every day. The first is in order. I start with Pisces at the beginning of the month, going around the wheel each day to, I start with Aries, first sign of the zodiac, then going around the wheel each day until I come to Pisces for the first half of the month, and then the second half I do the exact same thing. So today we're on Gemini. Gemini, I have been thinking about you, knowing that today I would be reading for you, and instantly, like always, I just pick up on your energy. It's exuberance, it's excitement. It's all over the place sometimes. It can be scattered, I'm not going to lie. You know, that's the kind of known duality aspect of the beautiful Gemini. And you're an air sign. You're about the mind, okay? I being a fellow air sign to you, fully understand that. And so there's been a lot going on with you in your mind, and you're feeling extremely excited, and you're feeling like there's a lot of energy towards something, someone, somehow that you feel building. You're feeling the blow up, leveling up of something, okay? And it's general, so I don't know specifically what it is, but I will break it down a little bit more for you in letting you know that we're in Aries season. So Aries is the fire sign, right? Aries is, like I said, the first sign of the zodiac. The first season of the year is represented as a cardinal sign by Aries. And then he's ruled by Mars. So let me try that again. He's ruled by Mars. So Mars is the warrior planet. So there's incredible passion and drive and sometimes confrontation, you know, to get to where they need to go, because when they have their mind made up and they take those horns at the ram, which is what they represent, the ram, and they just push forward. It's just no stopping them, right? There's just such spirit and motivation and, you know, forward movement is what we have in Aries season. And it's so perfect because that's how you feel usually in spring anyway. The sun is out longer. It takes, you know, the days are longer, and we have that energy we just naturally feel. And that's what's really, really guiding you right now. And not to mention that you have Mars, the planet that rules, the ruling planet of Aries, in your sign, Gemini. And that's going to be through the 23rd, I think, of this month. So you've got a whole lot longer to go. That's just making you want to just go further and faster, even more. I mean, you have such beautiful supportive energy for anything that you want to be doing right now. And I say new because new keeps coming up for everybody in the readings, and it makes sense. It's time to kind of eliminate things, and we discarded things. We're still purging from last year, and you know, it's this year. Yes, we're in the 4th month. That's stability, that's success, that's foundation and security, and building upon what we had in the dreams that may have been put, you know, on the back burner or to the side. They're going forward now. They're going forward. And, you know, with your mutable aspect to you, Gemini, you're very, very interested in all sorts of things, but you are just open to the change. You welcome the change. You know, you get bored rather easily. There's that Mercury ruled planet that you have that is just so keen on, you know, making things move. Mercury is all moving things, right? So the mind, you know, our ideas, moving forward, transportation. I feel a lot of Geminis are in a mode right now where they're thinking, my new thing is I'm going to go on a vacation, because it just hasn't happened and it needs to happen. And there's been too much for a lot of people. That lets them know, yes, I want to start this, and yes, I'm going full tilt, but I also need to love and care for myself and have some fun, okay? Fun is imperative right now, and it's a perfect time for it. So that's a real important message about, you know, what's happening right now, currently. And today is April 3rd, 2021. So tomorrow's Easter. I'll be coming back for the Easter reading, and that will be with Cancer. But Let's pick your highlighted, okay? And then I'll say a few more things. Your highlighted, of course, for those that are new, is the spirited guided connection you have regarding love. And it can be all forms of love. It doesn't have to be your spouse or, your significant other. It can be a family member, a friend, an animal, pet, anything that you hold dear and you have that connection of love with, okay? Because we all have them in all different ways. So this is one that is supposed to be brought up to you. So let's see who it is, first of all. And we have Virgo. It's right on the cusp of Virgo and Leo, which is really interesting. I'm going to do it one more time and see. It may come right back to that. It clearly in my mind, I remember reading the last reading as a featured for you, Gemini, was Virgo. And that's perfect. It makes perfect sense. Gemini and Gemini. You have a lot of power with that Mars, and everybody gets to benefit. We all, from this energy of the fiery, ambitious season, and then everything happening, it's invoking all of us to just follow our dreams. That's all I can say. 3's a charm, right? Pisces. I love Pisces. Pisces is so creative. Pisces is the water element. And you know what? With this beautiful full moon in Libra that we all had last Sunday, it'll be a week tomorrow. It is so about your heart. I mean, opening the heart center. Yes, I know as an air sign very clearly, Gemini, that you focus and you're the masculine as opposed to the feminine. We all have both in us, but yours is known as a masculine sign because you're all about the mind, you're all about the determination and the ability to think everything through, detaching your emotions so that you can do your best job and, not get sidetracked with emotions. And yet that full moon in Libra was just absolutely about love. It's absolutely about our relationships. It's a key focal point. And then you have Pisces, and Pisces is really one of the most romantic signs in the zodiac. They want everyone to love. They want to love everybody. They will give of themselves. They will be selfless. They'll be your best friend. They'll listen. They'll truly empathize and sympathize. They understand because they've been there kind of energy. They know so much. They're very, very wise. They're a mutable sign like you. I probably did pick this as another highlighted for Gemini in the past month. It does seem familiar. I can look it up, but there's a reason for it. There's this interest that you are carrying with you right now, and that fiery aspect to you, where you absolutely, you want to be seen, you want to be recognized. It's been too long, and I believe that you are at this moment you're in the spotlight, you're being recognized, and the fire is shining on you in a positive way. The element of this beautiful highlighted connection with Pisces is really just keeping that heart open, because the heart is what really, really gives you the answers and the intuition you need. Water signs, and Pisces in particular, following their intuition, listening to their looking with their third eye, giving themselves time to do that in a vacation mode, right? And not being too taken in by too many things at once, okay? It's a common denominator for Gemini and even Pisces. Workaholic, doing too much, and then just kind of losing the grasp of that powerful energy that's there to help us and guide us. Now, I will say that Pisces has been known historically as having their ruling planet as Jupiter, which is a very, very positive sign, and optimistic and opportunity filled. And this year, we have Jupiter and Saturn, quite frankly, quite closely tied and moving together, I should say, in Aquarius, which is your fellow air sign. So there's so many positive things and harmonizing energies working with you, Gemini. And I say this is the time to really grab hold of that and to really express yourself, which you're so good at doing. You're incredibly creative when it comes to speaking, teaching, writing, influencing others. They listen to you. And I forgot to mention that Mercury, your ruling planet, actually goes into Aries as well. So, I mean, what else can I say? If you don't have ambition right now, you need to tell me about it and we'll talk, okay? Because it would be so surprising to hear any comment from any Gemini saying, Yeah, I'm not feeling that way. And that's okay, you know. I mean, you have all different planets in your natal chart. So if only your Gemini is the sun, you're going to feel it, but maybe not to the extent you would otherwise. Or if you have fire, you're definitely going to be feeling this more. You know, this relationship between Gemini and Pisces that I see all the time through the years of readings and studies and compatibility and stuff. You're both, you know, duality signs. You both have this real desire to live life to the fullest is what's coming through. I mean, you don't want to, you don't know what's happening. None of us know, and you have that real keen understanding about that. So it's like, let's live for now, you know, and then we'll deal with the plans and stuff later, because I planned a lot of things before and it didn't happen. And I'm not saying not to plan. Oh my gosh, no. In fact, intentions are so powerful. And the new moon in Aries, another Aries, you know, energy on next Sunday, the 11th, it's going to be a perfect time to put your heads together and really, really focus on what you want, because you can magically make anything manifest. You really can. You do all the time. And this is a beautiful, beautiful time. I look forward to seeing the messages. So this highlighted connection also gets 3 major category messages, in addition to the oracles that I, you know, end up with, and a new rune that I add to the mix now. Honestly, I can't speak highly enough about how powerful this energy is, and it's a positive energy. And the only thing I would ever say at all with this energy is just being very careful and being as present as possible. That's where you go inward, and you have this energy of Pisces really guiding you. Neptune is ruling Pisces. More modernly, I was saying historically it was Jupiter. Modernly it's Neptune, and it will be, Neptune is in the sign of Pisces and will be for a few more years. But that's the creativity in us. That's allowing us to just pull things out within that we didn't even know we had, and have the energy, trust, and belief, and just motivation to do it. I mean, no time like the present. So that's what I'm feeling very strongly for you. And if you're not involved with the Pisces and you don't understand it, give it some thought, because I always say this, a lot of times you might be working with somebody, you don't know their birthday, but you have this connection and there's something really working well, and it doesn't have to be romantic, like I said, but it just works. And you both feed off each other extremely well with your creativity and your energies that that are very, very positive for you. So, and then also, you know, we did pass through Pisces season, but you know, watery elements, the new moon, or the full moon, excuse me, the energies that came from that can last for the next couple weeks or longer. So maybe from now till next year, I don't know, you know, but there's a lot of very strong intuitive and inner guidance that's coming. Let me pull the first card, which is always the overall energy that led you to this reading. And you have the 9 of Wands. Yep. Oh yeah. Not the first time I pulled this card. This is the catalyst bringing you to this reading for this month. And I just want to say that when I see the 9, first of all, 9 in numerology is completion. I want to say that you've been working really hard. I feel like there's a certain percentage of you out there that are in management positions and you are in charge. That is extremely stressful. Wands are about action, about responsibilities, your body, your health, being very keen and watching and listening to all the little signs you get, okay? There are signs for a reason. Our bodies love us. And when there's things coming up, I'm not asking you to be a hypochondriac, but don't let things go for too long, and do not think that you have to take on everything. And the 9 represents completion. You are turning a corner, boy, and that new cycle is right ahead of you. If it doesn't happen by the new moon, and I don't mean on the day as well, sometimes it definitely doesn't, there's a bright, bright new situation coming up for you, and it's going to be extremely abundant. And the next one is the 10, right? So 10 is the new cycle. Hang in there, okay? You've come so far, and just truly believe in your ability, okay? Never lose sight of your power and your magic. And like I said, you have everything working in your favor in this relationship and others, and just entrepreneurship really comes to mind. There's a lot of Geminis and certainly Pisceans that have started their own business. They prefer to do that. They like working in their own hours and you know, making it happen. That's just who they represent. Never mistake their kindness for weakness, because they are extremely powerful and strong, both Geminis and Pisces, and very, very capable. So let's see what this storyline leads to. The second category is always the possible blessings or obstacles moving forward from this overall energy of, yeah, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of emphasis in your practical life, you know, but almost at a finish line, I'm telling you. And you have the Five of Wands. Wow. So there's a lot of fire energy. I already made that very, very clear. By the way, I'm using this beautiful deck that I love, and it's fairly new. I brought it out once, maybe twice before. It is the I remember it, but now I forget. Many Queens Tarot. And you know what I love about that? We all have, like I said, as I mentioned in the duality aspect, we all have feminine and masculine energies in us. And this is bringing forth for everyone, female or male, the incredible strength and feminine energies that we have, which tend to be more nurturing. It's just the way of life. And that's what's happening. You're powerful. You feel very, very vindicated and empowered to move forward, to go forward, to start something, as I said. But you also are very much about internally recognizing everything you need to feel and experience and what you have to this experience, I should say, to this moment, to bring that out into the world. And like I said, be confident about the exposure you will be getting, because that's really, really cool. 5 is about changes. 5 is about some, you know, confrontation. You're going to have conversations. They're not going to all go smooth. You know how you can be. You got to be real. You got to be authentic. And in order to get to a place that's better and to, you know, disregard the BS that happens a lot of times, you're going to stand strong and say, this is what I want. This is what I expect. And this is what I will create. And that sometimes is, you know, it can be challenging. But it's all part of life. It's temporary. It's only the stepping stone to where you're going. Fire, baby, fire. Mars in your sign. It's, yeah, you could lose sleep at night from it. You know, it tends to do that too, especially with new moons and full moons. I mean, I definitely lose sleep, and I'm thinking, what? Why didn't I sleep that well? And then, oh yeah. The moons have a lot of power, and they're incredible to look at and to be a part of. I mean, we're a part of all of it. And they can add so much dimension to our lives in creativity and sensitivity and emotion. You know, we need that, even as an air sign, right? Well, let's see what your last category has to say. It's your category of finances. And that, yes, of course, is money. Money being energy, like everything. But it's also feeling your security, your stability. What does that mean to you? Is it your health? Is it your family, your loved ones, your relationship? It's all of those, you know. It's the things we can touch, feel, and that are tangible to us. What message does Spirit have to share with you? Oh, Queen of Cups, Pisces energy, Scorpio, or Cancer. And the thing is it's interesting because, of course, you're highlighted as the Pisces. So there's a lot of love. There's a lot of caring. There's a lot of devotion and dedication to building upon a dream, something that can bring incredible prosperity. Queens are serious. This is the deck. This is the, you know, the nurturing that makes things happen. We understand that internally. It's how you speak to people. It's how you relate to people. You have the gift of gab. Like I said, you are amazing when it comes. People listen to you, Gemini. And you've got this energy of water, so it's from the heart. And when you're authentic, you really, really capture people. and it's working in your favor. Now, it does have to do with familiarity in home situations. Maybe something is happening in your home, you're buying a home, you're moving, like I said, the Mercury aspect, and whenever you have Mars in Gemini, it's all about movement. So if it's not literally moving, it's moving an idea or a situation, or, you know, traveling, like I said, maybe buying a new car, or your spouse is, your, you know, some partner in your life is. It can be that as well. But let me tell you, there's a sense of full and complete emotional satisfaction with the Queen of Cups. It's love. You know, it's what really is the basis and foundation for all good things. So I like that a lot. I had another thought and it's escaping me, but let's just leave it at that to say you're fired up and you're ready to just put your whole heart and soul into whatever it is you're doing, because something really big is happening. And if you want to check back, and I wish you would, come back for sure the mid-month to see where this is leading. It's all a beautiful storyline that we're given, you know, with the stars and the astrology and the metaphors that come from all of the messages, you know, on a daily. You might feel it right now, you might not feel it right away. Let me read to you, though, also the new beautiful edition of the Rune, which I love runes. Oh my gosh, what an amazing divination tool. Such as my I Ching. I mean, that's something I had from, what, 25. I started my channel doing I Ching messages. My brother had sent them and gotten them from me in like 30 years ago or whatever. But they have such power behind their messages, and it's unbelievable how it can be just so perfect and synchronistic with your readings at times. So I pick it out. Oh, looks like an X. I'm learning them, and I will take a lot of time to do so, but it's something new in my life that I want to, I've certainly heard them and of them and followed them in other, you know, venues and ways. But yeah, let's read what it says. So I have the picture on the back, and then I go into the book and I read the actual definitions, which is basically just kind of culminating, confirming everything that's been read thus far with this reading. So the X is, it's Jibo, or Gibo. I want to say Jibo. And it's number 7. Okay, lucky 7. But also working through our own mind, you know, concerns and worries a lot of times. Working through difficulties. A lot of times self-induced. As an air sign myself, and you fully understand, we work over things a little bit too much, and it never goes anywhere. We have to let it go completely. Like the clouds, right? Just let it go. Gibo. I'll be darned. So the time frame, whoops, I'm on another language. One quick moment. What's number? Number 7, I'm sorry. Okay. The time frame is between September 28th and October 13th. Something to note, okay? From 6:30 to 7:29 p.m. specifically. Response, some answer that's coming through with whatever may be starting now, because nothing necessarily happens instantly. It could. We have Uranus in Taurus, which is what season we're entering into at the end of this month. So the change from the beginning to the end is crazy. I had another thought I told you. I remembered. Spirit just brought it back with the Queen of Cups, the full moon. At the end of this month, I don't have the date exactly right now. I'll come back with that for you, but it will be in Scorpio. That is the passionate, intense, and mystery that comes to the forefront, okay? And truth and just honesty, you know, just bringing in the truth. Just let it all lay out in front of me. I don't want to have any concerns or doubts or mysteries anymore, and you won't with Scorpio full moon. It will open up something very important to you that you're concerned about or worried about in any way going forward with this this idea, this wonderful new opportunity coming along. But I digress. So, response, hospitality, generosity, reward, winnings, fortune, a gift is reciprocated, talent successfully applied. Oh, but it says, like everything, right? Yin and yang, right? You've got to have the balance, which is super a big part of what this full moon was as well. Balancing everything, any relationship, any issue at all is key for, you know, the Libra moon influence, full moon influence we had. Deterioration, poverty, and crises for those undeserving. A foretold betrayal. Okay, so that's just being the highest you can be, the best person you can be, and warding off that kind of energy. Which, by the way, the amethyst, which stone this is, does. It helps us to protect us from those kind of toxic energies. Of course, they're out there. But I do a ritual every day to provide and protect me from that, as you can as well. It can be that simple. But I really love that. I mean, it makes sense. You work so darn hard and you're just like, you're going to do what it takes. You're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to feel vindicated, like I said. And then the energy of love and just belief and inner knowing is going to just override everything. And I'm extremely happy for you. This is a beautiful, beautiful time. And it should be. And you well deserve that. Let me finish with your 2 oracle messages. This is for every single Gemini and every single one of your many, many connections, because you're one of the most social signs too. You really are. You know so much about a lot of things, and you like a lot of people, and you're that mutable aspect. It's just, it's very, it's really fun. And I've always enjoyed Gemini so much. I've laughed so hard with them. Great sense of humor. Very, very, very talented, very creative people. So let's see. This is the beautiful Wisdom of the Oracle by MaryAnne Reed. And it's a simple, beautiful message for every single Gemini, like I said, in every one of your relationships, so that everybody gets something out of these readings. And you have a never-ending story. Perfect. We create our stories. We repeat the same story over and over again. I didn't remember reading this specific message, but looking at this now, it seems so very, very clear, especially with the ability and to speak and to talk and to, what are you saying? What are you saying what are you bringing out into the universe that they bring that back to you, right? 37, which is a 10, brand new cycle. Whatever it is you're saying that isn't working, because you'll know, you just have to look around you and say, okay, this is good, that's great, and this is not so great. Why? What are you thinking over and over? What are you believing? What's the never-ending story? You got to sit with yourself and open your heart. Look at the heart in the bottom of this. It's all perfect. I know, I've done it. You know, I absolutely have. I've actually been very, very set right now on making that not happen for myself because of a couple of disappointments that I had in March. It's April now. Gotta let it go. But it's okay to take the time to heal. It's okay to go within and say, oh gosh, that hurt. I would love some answers, but at the same time, I'd like to really just move past it. And that'll help everything, your body and everyone around you. 37. Yeah, that's essential. Essential meaning self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Okay? The oracle message: this is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born under unnecessary drama. It is the old story whose refrain is the same: that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it's... Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. There's a little bit of a typo here. I apologize. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part small and vulnerable and easily soothed, okay? I love reading this to you. I want to read it to myself every day if I tend to go that way, which I do. Oh yeah, and may I just say, in the most loving way, as I have a Pisces rising, Pisces tend to have that victim motive that, they kind of really just, they have so much to give and so much love that when people are not kind, and it happens, it just breaks their heart, it's like, why? All I wanted to do was care, and I did everything I thought I should, and I know that you do and you have, and I'm going back to another portion, but you may have water Pisces in there too. Just be very aware that that's a shadowy side that can come up, and just don't let it. Just take charge, okay? You are so loved and so loving. So yeah, I love that as a reminder, because it may not be affecting any of you, but there might be a small percentage, and I hope that's the case. And moving on to your last message, and like I said, if you have not subscribed, please do me a big favor and support my channel and push the subscribe button if you like what you are hearing and you feel a resonance and you want to support me. It's the best way you can. It's free. YouTube really requires that if you want to get up in the world and continue to do the content and have their support. And I would love that. So, and I can talk to you. You can comment anytime. I have a lot of Geminis I love to talk to, so feel free to know that's what I do this channel for as well. So yeah, the super attractor manifestation message, that's about building a life that we choose because we believe it and we feel it, and it's there. It then happens. We're putting out what we want and it comes back. And we really truly believe in every bit of our soul that it is happening. And with this powerful energy with you, there's nothing stopping you. I'm just saying, trust me, and you must be feeling it. Your message is, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. And boy, patience, oh, what a virtue, right? Let's face it, Aries is not known for being a patient sign. I don't know that Gemini is, but you have it in you. Anybody can be. With this message, I think it's really important that you consider that. Look at the purple. Whew. That's your wisdom, your 6th, 7th crown chakra. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful messages coming out of love and wisdom and upliftment and nothing else. So hold strong to what you're wanting and what you believe, okay? And just believe with everything that you are absolutely going to get there. And the patience will be very important as well, because time-wise, it's never really right to say it has to happen here or it has to happen then, okay? But it will happen. So once again, thank you for taking the time. I am truly honored and blessed for that. And have a beautiful rest of the weekend and Easter if you celebrate it. And so until next time, thank you and bye for now.